This is the Influencer Entrepreneurs Podcast with Jenny Melrose, where I strategize with business owners on how to grow and scale their businesses to hit their income goals. This is episode 396 of the Influencer Entrepreneurs Podcast with Jenny Melrose. Today, we're going to be talking about how to unlock creating a customer journey map for a successful funnel. If you are creating your own products in order to sell or you offer services, this episode is going to be key for you. Now, if you have not already taken advantage of the Insiders promotion that we offer for all podcast listeners, you're going to want to. We're offering you 40% off to join Insiders, where we're giving you the accountability and the path that you need in order to grow your business. We give you weekly live training calls done via Zoom, as well as a monthly group coaching call where you're able to ask specific questions about your business, as well as get advice on what direction you need to be going. All right, so with this episode, we're going to learn how to craft a strategic customer journey map that maximizes engagement, conversions, and customer satisfaction for your business. It's important to know your customer journey map, and you're going to hear how it can vary based upon your own business and what products you offer. So let's start with what is a customer journey map. A customer journey map is a way to record, plot, and analyze the interactions that you have with a potential customer in order to create a successful sales funnel. Now, I know sales funnels will often sound intimidating, but we're going to make this as simple as possible. So here's how we're going to go about creating a customer journey map. We've talked about the stages of a customer journey in the previous episode as know, which is awareness, like, which is consideration, trust, which is the decision when they become a customer, and then loyalty, where they continue to talk about and recommend your product services that you offer. In order to get to those stages, we need to know the end game or product or services that we are trying to sell and work backwards. So if you have your product or service, this is going to be much simpler for you. If you are still trying to determine that, you're going to start at the very beginning. It is very similar to creating a sales funnel because the customer journey takes them through that funnel. So the customer journey map is the way in which you get them through the funnel within each stage. Now, it's going to be important that you understand your buyer persona in order to create the customer journey map. Some of you may have multiple buyer personas or avatars, depending upon their stage of development within the problem that you solve. It is important to identify the buyer personas so that creating the interactions with each persona is possible. So the very first thing that you want to make sure that you are doing once you have the buyer persona is then you want to identify the possible interactions. And we talked a little bit about this in the previous episode where we talked about it can be your website, a podcast, YouTube, social media, email. These are all ways that your potential customers are going to interact with you. And then once they actually purchase, they're going to continue to interact, which is where we then get you to the loyalty factor. Once you have identified those possible interactions that you have, you are going to then determine where those people fall within their buyer personas and then their journey with you. You are also going to want to make sure that you think about continued engagement because all of those interactions provide potential for the engagement that you are going to need in order to get them to that actual of being able to become that customer and then being loyal to you and the products and services that you offer. So the ways in which you continue to engage with them will be the interactions that you've also already had, but you're going to take them further along on their journey. So what I want to do is take a customer journey map and give you some examples. And I'm going to actually use an example from my business as well as from another client. So for my business, I have multiple products and services that I offer. Some people that will come to me are going to be people that do not have a blog yet, that may be a service-based business that needs to create more awareness of their brand by having a website and a blog that is going to bring in those interactions. So those people that are coming to me often are coming at a point where they don't really understand a ton of things about blogging. They don't understand necessarily how to build their online presence. So that is one of my buyer personas. Someone who already has a service-based business and is now looking to grow their online presence. I also have another buyer persona who is someone that has been blogging for quite some time. Is already making money via ads, is making a decent amount of money from it, but knows that they need to diversify and step it up, so they know that they need to create a product or service, and they are building that product or service.
Hey there, guys. My name is Melanie from Mostly Under Control, and I am a member of Jenny's Influencer Entrepreneurs Insiders membership. I've been a part of it since 2017, and over these 6 years, I've taken full advantage of the weekly trainings that Jenny offers and the monthly group coaching. The group coaching is probably my favorite part of the membership. Jenny has taught me so many things for my business. She helped me niche down and write and teach about what I wanted so that I wouldn't burn out. In addition to what she teaches, the networking I've done with other members has been invaluable. I recommend her membership to all of my online business owner friends because it is worth every single penny.
My third buyer persona is someone that is already creating products or services and isn't necessarily reaching the next level because there's foundational pieces within their business that they are missing, whether it's the email marketing side of things or having an actual funnel. So those are my three different buyer personas. Now, the way in which I interact with them and engage with them is going to be different. I'm going to do a summit for those that are my service-based businesses because I'm going to be teaching strategies that are going to move them to understand that a blog is one of the ways in which they can increase their exposure online. I'm going to do a masterclass for those within my buyer persona that are making income from ads already, but need to diversify maybe into sponsorships or creating in their own product or service. And then I am going to continue to engage my email list with those that are already on my list that have products and services, but maybe looking for more high touch, like a mastermind. So that is three of my buyer personas and the way in which I'm interacting with them based on the products or services that I offer them. Now, here's another example of someone that has different buyer personas because in order for their buyer persona that is coming to them, that is going to buy their signature course, they need to already have 2 years after grad school in order to buy that course. So that buyer persona is ready. They are used to being in a therapy room. They're looking for next steps of how to grow their therapy business and may want to become a supervisor. So that course is going to be offered to them as a buyer persona. Now, because that person's audience can sit on her list for almost 2 years. She also has a buyer persona that is someone that is straight out of grad school, that is just getting their feet wet with therapy and creating their own potential therapy office, getting in as part of another, someone else that already has their therapy business established. But they have 2 years before they can become a supervisor. But she offers a membership where you can get continued credits in order to maintain their certification with the state. So 2 totally different buyer personas. She also has a third that has already taken her course, but is looking now to not only continue to get the credits that she could potentially offer through her membership, but she also might be doing a group program with them where it's higher touch, continuing to grow their business as a supervisor and what that might look like. So I want you to think about your own business. What's that customer journey look like? And when you go to map it, I want you to think about the products that you offer for the buyer persona and think about What are the interactions that you are going to continue to have for them? How are you going to continually interact with them and get them to continue to engage with you so that you can move them along the stages of the customer journey from know, like, trust to loyalty? That is ideally what you are looking to do. And your map is there to help you be able to analyze what is working and what is not. So that if you are creating an opt-in meant for someone in the beginning stages, but the conversion of it isn't as high as you thought it would be or isn't really converting at all, you can identify what the issue may or may not be so that you can continue to improve the map that you have created so that your sales funnel is more successful. Now, this is obviously something where you are thinking about. You want to be able to create a visual representation of this. I would recommend pick your buyer personas, then go through and look at the places in which you are going to interact with them, and then where you're going to continue to engage with them in order to get them to the product that is that within that funnel that is meant for them. This way, you have a visual representation of what you are attempting to do and can determine if you need to add in a masterclass, or maybe you need to add in a summit, or you need to find another way to have another high touch opportunity with that buyer persona to get them to your product or service. As always, I appreciate you all so much for listening in. Make sure that if you are someone that is looking to really better understand how you can grow your business with a customer journey map, with understanding better your customer journey and a sales funnel, that you join Insiders. We talk in depth and break down the pieces of the interactions so that you can create a map that works best for you. As always, I appreciate you all so much for being here, and I will see you all next time.